All right, today's movie is Bells, aka Murder by Phone, from 1982. I originally saw this on B Movie TV, so I want to give a little plug for them. It's not paid, I'm just a fan. B Movie TV, it's a channel on Roku. So if you got a Roku and you like the movies I talk about, you're going to love B Movie TV. So, Bells, I believe that's the name I saw the movie under. Stars Richard Chamberlain and John Houseman, who's most famous for talking like this. He could be British, but he's not. He is from the Paper Chase. That's where I know of him. So, one thing to keep in mind is that this movie is from 1982. And it couldn't be made now because, as Murder by Phone tells you, people are getting killed by phones. And they're all corded phones, so electricity is coming through them. And of course, nobody has a corded phone now. So this movie would not work today. Movie starts off, we see a woman walking through the subway. There's a payphone there, it's ringing. So she goes to pick it up, and she gets killed. Chamberlain is a professor. I believe he's actually like from, electrical engineering or something. The dead woman is one of his students. For some reason, the parents want him to go investigate. They don't, because the authorities have determined the cause of death to be a heart attack. And they're like, but she was in her early 20s. It doesn't seem likely. So Chamberlain goes to the city. He's living in upstate or something. Goes to, I don't know if it says it's New York City. I'm assuming it's New York City. And from the start, he's a jerk. He's a jerk this entire movie. He's just yelled at people. And, to make him seem heroic, everybody else is mean to him too. So he goes to claim the effects of the woman that died. And the cops are like, who are you? What are you doing? Blah, blah. He's like, I told you. I've got a letter here from her parents that allow me to take possession of her effects. And
for all I know, you could be some geek off the street who wants to make love to her shoes. You got some identification.
I take it the attitude, the wardrobe, the posture are designed to let the public in on just who's in charge here. Well, it's a second-rate charade. Your style doesn't impress me. In fact, it sucks.
Houseman is kind of his mentor, and he's kind of a big muckety-muck or something. He's doing talks and stuff. So Chamberlain stays with Houseman, and him and the two of them buddy or kind of team up. The funny thing about the movie is that, Chamberlain, for some reason, because there was a witness. The witness was a homeless person. Now I remember. A homeless lady witnessed it happen and claimed that lightning came out of the phone, but nobody believes her. So Chamberlain thinks that's the solution. And what's funny about it is that nobody thinks that's possible. I don't know. I'm no expert. I'm no phone talking guy, but I know when I was a kid, they were always like, don't get on the phone during a lightning storm because the lightning can travel through the phone line and stuff. So it doesn't seem to me all that ridiculous that someone could get electrocuted from a phone. Maybe I'm wrong, but I just thought that was funny. Everybody's like, no, that's crazy. And so because everybody denies it, Chamberlain immediately thinks it's a conspiracy.
Besides, the police would know about something that wild, wouldn't they? Oh, I forgot. You think that the police are part of the cover-up?
And I forgot. You work for them.
Must be a real pain in the ass going through life thinking that there's a Watergate behind every closed door.
It's worse when you find out there really is.
And he goes to the phone company, and there's also a really fun part where he goes on a tour of the phone company, and they're talking about all the money they spend in research and development and how many, miles of wire they have. And
by the year 2000, there will be 1.4 trillion phones in the world, including cable, switches, long-distance facilities. The cost will amount to approximately $1,000 per phone. That's what I call an industry. Now, this telephone system involves the use of 500,000 miles of conductive wire.
While he's there, he hooks up with a woman. I believe she's painting a mural. He kind of hooks up with her and uses that as an excuse to get inside access. And the movie does one of these things that it used to be really common. Thankfully, it's not anymore. That he kind of forces her to kiss him, and, she resists, and then she gives in, and then she's in love with him. It's like, ooh, that's not cool. Don't force somebody to kiss you. Now, it is kind of fun. It's interesting. I actually enjoyed it. The biggest downfall, besides the whole sexual assault thing, is you're not going to be able to guess who the killer is, because it kind of comes out all of a sudden. They're like, there's a funny bit about we have to trace the phone line, and they're like, that's not a real thing, and so it's back then, and maybe it wasn't. They're like, that's just a movie thing, and it takes like 10 minutes to figure it out. Where of course now we have caller ID and it's instant, but so they figure it out. They find out where the call's coming from, and then they're like, oh, it's this person. Huh, let me look him up. Oh, he's got this huge grievance with the phone company. They could have revealed that a little more elegantly than just a big information dump, because as it is, there's not really any way to guess who the killer is. So that takes it out, but it is sort of entertaining. It's not... Some of the electrocutions are kind of gory, but it's not really. It's more of a thriller, and there are also some parts that just don't make sense. They're talking about the phone could kill you. And then there's a scene later on where Chamberlain and the woman are kind of playing phone tag. And I was kind of waiting, like, oh, don't answer the phone because it could be the killer. But they don't do that. It's like, shouldn't you be a little worried about the phone? So it is but slow, but I really liked it. It was fun. So I'm going to give it 3 thumbs up. Why is he such a jerk? Don't force her to kiss you, dude. Not cool, film. Not cool. You know what is cool? Like it and subscribing and hitting that bell, leave it a comment.